That's great. Great way to start. For a special... Try it again. This is awesome. This is an awesome live so far. Awesome. Okay. Hopefully, you don't hear me as bad as I hear me. Let's see. This is an awesome live so far. Awesome. I'm going to rant about this too. Hopefully, you don't hear me as bad. Okay, doesn't sound that bad to me. All right, so no one is here, so no one saw that. So great, because you know what? I'll just maybe I could just start again. I'm here to rant. So Arco, it's good that you are here. You're welcome. So I have to talk to you guys about some things, and that's why I just came on so completely terribly here. Tomorrow, I am doing a live webinar at 1 p.m. Eastern time on this channel. Now, unlike any of my videos that you usually see here, including this one, this video won't stay around long. Not this video, that video. The video tomorrow, the webinar that we're going to have, won't stay around long. It's going to be at 1 p.m. tomorrow. You're going to want to attend live at 1 p.m. tomorrow on Wednesday, November the 22nd at 1 p.m. Eastern time. I'm doing this strategically so my friends over across the pond, like Arco, who is here right now, and all the other people who watch me in Europe, and then all our friends can join from the West Coast. Australia, don't know what to say about it. 1 o'clock in the morning for you. So it is what it is. But you're going to want to attend live. There will be prizes, and there are going to be a lot of things said. There's going to be ranting, but not as much ranting as I'm going to do today. So this is a video of things that have just been building up with me, and it's time to talk about them. So I thought I would get some of that ranting out of my system today, because tomorrow we're going to talk about more positive things, even though tomorrow's whole program is called Why Everyone is Wrong About Stock Music Licensing. I've even got a thing. Why everyone is wrong about stock music licensing income. So I'm going to rant about that tomorrow. That's tomorrow's rant. But you want to be at this webinar because there is going to be free things given away, free prizes, free things. So you definitely want to be here. And if you are not here, I hate to tell you, if you're not here, you won't see it on this channel because it's only going to be up a short while, because I'm going to be introducing some things. I'm going to be giving things away. And then there might be an edited version that you can get through my website or something like that, but it won't be up on the channel. So you'll want to be part of this tomorrow. Yes, Arco says, did you decide on prizes? Yes, I have prizes. I will be giving away a free course. I will be giving away free time talking to me, coaching time tomorrow. I will be giving away all of my ebooks, paid and free, in something. And who rants the most gets the prize. Well, if that was the case, it would be me, Arco, because I'm going to be the one who is ranting today and tomorrow. But today's purpose is not to talk about tomorrow, but it's also to talk about other things. You may have heard that I have released a course, and that's what this is all about. But today I want to get some things off my chest, because after tomorrow, you probably won't hear me talk about stock music licensing incessantly like you have recently. It's been building to this. It's been part of this channel since the beginning, but all of my teachings there have been building to what I'm releasing tomorrow, which is the stock market course, full course, and there's going to be some additions to that course that you're going to be able to get only tomorrow. It's not a Black Friday thing. It just happens to be when I'm releasing. Plus, I really want to go on vacation for about 4 days after that and not do anything school related, site related, maybe some music making related, perhaps, maybe. But tomorrow is kind of a culmination of the way that I feel about music, about income, about licensing, about money from websites. All of that is passive income, and I'm going to be talking about passive income. I'm going to be ranting today about passive income. So it's all about the rant. So today, that's why I want to, it's kind of like a ramp up to tomorrow. Tomorrow won't quite be so ranty. There'll be some ranting, but tomorrow will be a little bit more of a celebration. So I hope you join me tomorrow, 1 o'clock p.m. Wednesday, live here on the channel. We're going to have a fun webinar and giveaway stuff. So I'm just going to get right to my rants, if you don't mind, as we get ready for tomorrow's webinar. Make sure you subscribe to the channel or email me at makemusicincome@gmail.com. I don't have a thing for that, but makemusicincome@gmail.com. Just make sure you get in contact. If you miss the webinars tomorrow somehow, you'll need to get in contact with me. It will be only once, and you will be able to get some great deals tomorrow. And again, not necessarily a Black Friday thing, but I guess it is. We're all in the mood for Black Friday things. But especially today, I'm just going to go through a bunch of rants I have. And let's go ahead and just write one of these down. And the first rant I have today is, why am I dragging you along? And when I say you, I don't necessarily mean you. I just mean, why am I the one who is dragging you, or let's say you people, not you people. Here's the deal. I just feel like I've been feeling like this for a long time. I feel like I am dragging people through the thing that they want. I feel like I am making people do the thing that they ask me to do, that they pay me for. Like, they come to me with their dream, and then I am pulling them along. I am almost begging them to do the thing that they came to me to do. This goes for clients that I've had over the past 20 years. This goes for students that are part of who I teach every day. This goes for people who ask the same questions over and over. Now, I don't have a problem with people asking me questions on the channel who are saying, and maybe they haven't seen, maybe they're new and they haven't seen other videos. That's absolutely fine. That actually gives me time to reteach things over and over, and that's fine. And by the way, all of this really goes for, not for you, not for you people online. I don't feel like that my online audience and my online people I'm teaching are the people that I am dragging along. I find this the least in students, online students. I don't feel like online students are the ones that I'm dragging along, but I just feel like I'm focused on teaching here and leading people here more almost than anywhere. But I just feel like I've been dragging everybody along, and that's why I wrote the stock market course, and that's why I'm going to be going through that tomorrow and doing the webinar tomorrow, is because I want to make sure that people have a resource to take and go and do, and not wait for me to do it for them. Now, maybe this might sound just a little negative, but I'm not trying to sound negative. I'm just trying to wonder why I can't. I tell students and clients from the beginning, I can't put a fire in their belly. I can't do that. That's the only thing I really can't do for them, is to make them want it as much as I want it for my music. So that's the purpose of the stock market, is to give you a tool, but I still can't make you use it. I still can't say, okay, I mean, I've thought about, what if I offered a a very expensive $1,000 course where I give you the course and then I walk you through it step by step. But I'm telling you, even if I did that, those people who would pay that, they likely wouldn't do it. And so we're going to try to remedy this tomorrow by going online with a live webinar and letting you have the ability to get this course and see that. I think the reason that I quit producing music was I felt I was just dragging people through the experience, which was a great experience. And I want to do that next year, is to do some more client music artist development in Nashville and maybe other places where I can provide super quality music for people. But the problem is I would provide that quality and then nothing would happen. They would do nothing. They would put it on their Facebook page and say, hey, Mom, look what I did. And then they'd take the CDs if they made them and they'd put them in the garage. And I'm a person who's done this too. It's so hard to make quality products and teachings for people and then to get them to do something with it. That's the problem. I feel like I can teach you everything, but I can't actually make you. I'm not a puppet master. I can't make you do it. I feel like right now I work 10 hours a day at a school to teach students live, and they're so disinterested and lacking in drive. I wonder why I bother. And if you're a student watching this, I'm not sorry that you're hearing this. This is the truth. This is the way it is with people. They want passive income. Everybody wants passive income. They want to be given these tools to make passive income, but nobody will actually do the work to make passive income. They might sit around and mess around with music, but what they really want is income. What you're here for on a channel called Make Music Income is to learn how to make music income. And guess what? You're not doing it because you're not doing it. And so even those of you watching, I hate to say, but you are watching so passively that you may never make passive income with your music. I can't drag you through this. You have to be an active participant in order to make consistent music income with the information, even that I'm going to give you tomorrow, the stock market course. Even with that, you have to take that and go do something with it, or you're never going to make anything. So tomorrow, when we have our live webinar, and this is I almost put a holiday special on my thumbnail today, but it's a pre-webinar special about tomorrow's webinar. So tomorrow, when I give you the information about the stock market course, I show you how it works. I'm going to give you information, stats, real stats on how all of this works. And when I give you that information, it won't do you a dang, pardon my language, bit of good unless you get it, unless you buy it and you use it and you get your music out there. I've bought like lists of music publishers and music libraries and things before. And unless I used that, I would never, and I made music before that, and then I used that to get the music out to people, I would never have gotten anywhere in licensing. I've bought dudes and dudettes. Do you know how many times I bought the songwriters market? I don't even know if they put it out anymore, but from the 80s to the 2020 or so, they have put out something called, Writer's Digest put out something called the Songwriters Market. You could find in there every publisher, every record label, everything that people are looking for stuff. There is so much possibility of finding the people you need to talk to get your music to make it big, to get publishing deals, to get record deals, to do all the things. But you got to use it. I would buy it every year. And I would rarely follow up on using it. And so that is one of the things I'm talking about. We can't make you do this. Nobody is going to be able to make you do this. That is rant number one. And that's just rant number one. Now, I can't rant too long because we do have a mastermind at 11 a.m. today. And so if you are interested in that, let me know in the comments, or you can email me at makemusicincome@gmail.com. We'll be doing week 2 of the holiday mastermind with 3 composers. Really looking forward to doing that. So, all right, let's rant some more. But wait a minute, before I rant, I better check and see what people are saying, because you're probably saying to me, you're a jerk, and that's okay if you want to say that. So Ragdoll Reacts is in the house. How you doing? Good to see you. Yeah, a lot of conversation. If you got a question, make sure you put a Q and a colon before it. I'll come back to some of these questions that don't really have anything to do. Wild Horse says, I would love active income with my music. My favorite way to make money is performing. Well, that's great. And you know, active income is certainly something I can't do for you, right? You have to do that for yourself. I can't drag you onto the stage. I used to say I could take an artist into the studio, but I could not make them tour. And I could make them product all day back in the days when product mattered. I could make them stream. I put them on streaming, and we could even do, I could even do a lot of social stuff for them and ads and all that kind of stuff. But if they're not going to work it themselves, it's not going to work. Right now, I've got a guy who just released a new album. He's releasing it on CD. He's releasing it online. He's making videos. He's got people in Nashville working for him. He did a national press release on it. And he is following up with every comment and every person who's ever known him or is hearing this music. And guess what? He's doing well because he's hustling it. So all that kind of stuff is good. Okay. Glad to have everybody here that's here. Thanks for being here for this ranting. Again, this is more about getting ready for tomorrow's webinar. Hello, Shane Jensen. Good to see you, my friend. We're going to be having a webinar tomorrow, if you haven't heard. And although Shane has already bought the course we're going to be talking about tomorrow, but the webinar is just as much about why everyone is wrong about stock music income. So you're going to want to tune in for this, because I'm going to be presenting some stats tomorrow about this. And, you know, we're really going to be talking about how people are making money, who is making money, how much are they making? And there's going to be some people who aren't making much money. And then there's going to be some people who are making money. And then there's going to be me, who's in between there somewhere. All right, it's time for rant number 2. And this one is not very long, but this one, I'm going to type out a little thing for it. Another little thing. By the way, my name is Eric Copeland. If you are just joining us, you've never been here before, I see a few new people in here today that I'm happy to see. Thanks so much for being with me. I'm not usually this ranty, but I'm just very ranty today because I wanted to do another live video before tomorrow's webinar. You'll see I'm going to, I'd say midday today, you'll see the webinar thumbnail up. Make sure that you click on it and you say you want to be part of it. But those of you who are here that I haven't seen, or just Ragdoll Reacts has been joining us lately, and who else? Nick B Designs, good to see you in the house. Arco, as always. Arco says he's in the mood for meeting his parents at Christmas. Good. He's going to go home and see his parents. Or are you? I can't understand what that says. All right. Wild Horse Music is in the house. Thanks so much for being here. Appreciate you being here today. Shane is in the house, as I said, and there is Bradford Knights. Bradford, I have some news for you, my friend. Apparently, I don't have news. Why don't I have news? My news stinger isn't playing. Okay, sorry. I don't have news for you today. But I do have some news for you, actually, today, Bradford. You need to be here tomorrow, because tomorrow we are having a webinar. So, yeah, you're going to want to be here for that. All right, so thank you, everybody, for being here. It's time to get on to the next rant, because I don't know when these happened. Over the past couple weeks, these rants have started to happen, and sometimes they're instigated by students. Sometimes they're instigated by comments that I get in the comment section. Sometimes they're instigated just because I'm in a bad mood or because I'm in a good mood. But let's talk about the next rant here, and that is, let me just type it in here. That is this, not this. We just did that one. So if you want to see that, you can see it. but I'm going to type this one. And this might be discouraging to you. I hate to tell you, you might wonder, why is he saying this? And this goes along with what I said before and what I was ranting about unnecessarily, perhaps, before. But this one is why you probably won't make any money in music. And probably, maybe you're watching this and going, I don't care if I make money. What are you talking about? You don't care if you make money. Of course you care. But the reason you won't make money in music is there's a lot of reasons. I'm going to write, I don't know, because you want me to do it. But because that would have been me dragging you through it. The first reason that you won't make money in music, and I hate to tell you this, it's because you won't work hard enough. You're just not going to work hard enough. You're not going to do the work that's taken. And I just talked about that a minute ago. Having me do it for you. You want me to do it. You want someone else to do it for you. It's not going to happen. You cannot just sit around waiting for someone to do it for you. You might be on the lazy side. You might be a person. Now, if you're watching this video right now, likely you are not lazy. And here's how I know that. Because you are searching around online on YouTube for help. You saw this thing about ranting. I can't remember what I called it about. Pardon me while I rant. But you wanted to hear passive rants about music income. So you brought this on yourself in a little way. But you could be lazy. You could be just using music to get seen and heard for attention. You could be just fooling around with music and having a good time. I have so many students who come to the school. I would say they pay for an education, but they're getting student loans that they likely won't pay back. And they're just, or they're here on a military type of thing, or they're at the school because, I don't know, they somehow got in, but they're rarely paying for it out of their pockets. And I feel like they're just using music as something to do rather than anything else. Our school does not require them to take anything but music right up front. We're in Pro Tools in a week. If you go to Full Sail or some other school like that, they're going to make you take regular courses, English, math, science, just some basic rudimentary courses like that. And you know what? They should make you take those because people need to know how to write like sentences. That would help. Punctuation is a good thing. I'm not sure if you know. Let me just put a period on that. Let me put an exclamation point on that. Having the ability to write is good. But one of the reasons you might not make money in music is you're just fooling around. You're just taking courses because it's something to do, or you're hoping it is just magic. Like magic is going to, that just because you do music that this magical thing is going to happen. And but the main reason probably why you won't make money in music, I hate to tell you, is the fact that you just aren't doing it. You're not making any music, or you're not putting enough time into your day to make music to actually make it. Therefore, you won't have any music to make money with. And I'm sorry, but I'm here to tell you, as someone who is making my money in music and trying to build a catalog of hundreds, then moving into thousands of songs, that's what it's going to take, especially for passive music income, where you want to just create these songs, put them up once, and just have money come back from them. You are going to have to get to work making these songs and this music. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be, I'm not angry. I'm not angry. You're angry. I'm not angry. But I just feel like you have to do some work at this. Shane Jensen says, I don't understand those who doubt stock. Just sold another track on Palm 5 just yesterday, and I don't have to wait 12 months for payment. Yeah, we're going to talk about this tomorrow. This is definitely one of the pluses, I think, of passive music income through non-exclusive sites and websites and things where you can sell your music. I just got paid on the 15th. Every 15th, I have extra income coming in on top of all the other income I have. That helps pay bills. And this is very important to me. I need to pay that phone bill, that all the bills that I have to do to run this channel, all that kind of stuff. All that helps and comes from it. My goal is in the next 7 years, and I'm far away from these goals, folks. And you may make money in music, or maybe you won't, but you won't if you don't have a goal, and if you don't have a long-term plan. This isn't just a get-rich-quick scheme where you create something and you throw it up on Pond 5. You can do that, and possibly you might have a sale or something, but it'll just be something you get tired of in a little while. So yeah, we're going to talk about the doubters, the haters tomorrow, why everyone is wrong about stock music. We're going to talk about that tomorrow in the webinar. So you guys want to be here at 1 p.m. Eastern to be part of that. I want everybody who is here. If you could be here tomorrow, there will be prizes. There will be a course given away. There will be time, a free Zoom with me given away. There will be ebooks given away. There might be even more given away. I might give away cookies. Actually, I can't give away cookies because I guess I could give away like digital cookies. I don't know. I don't even know if I could do that. Arco says, cannot be lazy when you got to get back to deadlines on assignments. Exactly. Here's a good comment from Ragdoll Reacts. I've been doing this work part-time for some time. Never thought I would make money of my music. And guess what? I was wrong. But I think you have to try different things and see what works for you. Yeah, that's absolutely true. You do have to. Listen, I keep trying. I have so many ways that I make music income. I have so many genres of music that I make. I have so many ways that I make music income. This channel is kind of one of them. My services for people are one of them. The products that I make are one of them. And by the way, if you think a YouTube channel makes you a lot of money, it does not. But sometimes by talking to people and them trusting you, they will want to buy some of the things you do and your products and your services, and those things can make you income, which is good. That's what I've made a living on for 25 years, is services to people who need to know things. And so that is how I've made money in music, and you can make money in music this way. I'm surprised that more of you are not producing music for other people, because it made a career for me. Shane says, or your music is just sitting on a hard drive rather than on every platform possible. Right. I mean, the platforms out there that are free, just the non-exclusive free ones that you can do. Everything from all the stock music sites we're talking about, the sheet music. I am really lacking. Shane is killing me on this one. Shane is really working hard to get stuff out to sheet music. That is his wheelhouse. For me, it takes longer, or I'm just not putting the work into it. Why don't I make more money on sheet music? It's not that I can't, that I have made money there. It's that I don't have much up there. If I had the 50 to 100 things of classical and piano arrangements and all that stuff up, guess what? I would have more income coming in for that. I bet I could make as much from that monthly as stock music, but I won't be able to do that because I'm not putting the stuff up there. Shane says, where's the link to the webinar? Well, you're looking at it. It's going to be on this channel. I'll be putting a link up this afternoon I'm just going to do it here on YouTube. I'm too lazy. I guess that's why I'm not going to make enough money on this. Let me answer my own question. Why won't I make money in music through this course and through this webinar? It's because I'm too lazy to do a real webinar. And to be honest with you, I like the fact that I went live inexplicably at 11 o'clock and there's 18 people here. And so I'm hoping we'll have 20 or 30 people here tomorrow that I can preach to about this course and show this course. I'm going to be showing the course a little bit, but especially tomorrow, we're going to be talking about why everyone is wrong about stock music, and we're going to be talking about stats, and we're going to be talking about a lot of things, and we're going to be talking about the course. So let's see. Daydream Studios is in the house. Matthias, how are you, sir? Guten Tag. And glad to see you. I haven't heard from you for a while. And Arco says he's trying to get into producing for other people. Good. All right. It is time, my friends, for the next rant. I've already talked about that. By the way, if we haven't talked about this, tomorrow there's going to be a webinar. There's going to be a webinar. Let me rant about this for a minute. You're going to want to attend live. It won't stay around. There's going to be prizes. Yes, prizes. And so there's going to be ranting, more ranting. If you like this, if you're a fan of this ranting, you're going to see more ranting tomorrow. But I want it to be a party. I want everybody to be there like they are today. Thank you so much for being here. It's more fun when you are all here. Make sure you like this video, and that'll get people seeing this. And then today people will be watching this and hearing about the fact that there's a webinar tomorrow. Because after the webinar, I'm here to tell you I'm taking a vacation. And it's going to mark, it's going to be kind of a demarcation of the end of the major part of stock music talk on this channel, as far as like weekly or every other week or something like that. Because by tomorrow, I will have said everything about stock music license that I need to say, until somebody changes something, until Pond 5 changes what they're doing, and then I'll have more to say about stock music income and non-exclusive sites and things like that. But tomorrow is going to be the day that we are going to talk about why everyone is wrong about this. And just like Shane said just a minute ago, why aren't more people doing this? Can't understand the hate for this. Okay, so I've already talked about why you won't make money in music. That was just a few minutes ago. I've already talked about why am I dragging you through this. The other thing I want to talk about is this little thing that came up to me, and I thought it was interesting. And that is that I feel that passive income, and I'm just going to call this the problem with passive income. And this is a big one. I thought I was so smart when I came up with this. And you were wondering, why are you typing in? Well, it's because I decided to go live about 10 minutes ago, about 10 minutes before I would decide to go live today. But the problem with passive income, and this is something that I have, I just came up with in my car on the drive home the other day. The problem with passive income is we're too passive about it. We don't put enough stuff. Listen, I've been having some deep conversations with myself, as I am wont to do, as someone who makes a lot of money in a lot of music things, but especially as someone who makes music income from stock music, from online sites, from sheet music, from other places that do things with my music, like SongTrader, and from back end money that I get from Content ID and stuff like that. So everybody, though, when they see this word, passive income, people are watching videos. If I wanted to really start a channel where I would get just tens of thousands, 100,000 viewers, I would just make a passive income channel and talk about all the ways you can make passive income. I know there's some channels I follow that do that, and there's a million people who want passive income. You know why? Because they think, ooh, I don't need to do anything. All I need to do is just sit around and watch the money come in. And guess what? It doesn't really work that way, because behind passive income is active work. You've got to, at least at first, you've got to build something that you can put on sale that will sell and make you passive income. And so if you want the passive income, you've got to do a little work. But the problem is we're all way too passive about passive income. We're too passive for passive income, especially musicians. We are artsy. We want to do our artsy thing or make our beautiful music. I am absolutely this person. There are people like Dave Croft and other people that I know, Steve Bedell. And by the way, if you haven't seen our friend Stevie B lately, he is hard at work. Guess what he's doing? You're not going to believe what he's doing, why he hasn't been making videos lately. I got one sentence from him last night that's all I need to know. He's on a project. He is making music income and has no time for videos. We should all be so lucky that we have no time to be making music videos, because we are working for a client and making money, big budget, trying to get something done. Welcome to the music business. That's how it really works. If you don't have any time because you're making music all the time that's making you money, then you won. That's the winner. As long as it's not killing you in some way, like doing gigs and you're working 10 hours teaching and not being paid what you should be paid, or not saying it's me, I'm not talking about me, but if you are a performer, somebody in here, I think it was, where are the comments? Somebody in here a minute ago talked about active income, really liking active income. Wild Horse. I would love active income with my music. My favorite way to make money is performing. Well, that's all well and good. That is not passive at all. You have to get up, get in there. You have to practice first. And if you have a band, you have to get them all together. And then you have to do all these things. And you have to get to the gig. And you have to set up. And you have to get a sound check. And then you have to wait. And then you have to play the gig. And then you have to tear down the gig. And you put it all on a thing. And you go to McDonald's. And you spend all the money that you just made and on CD sales or whatever sales you have, merch sales. You spend it all eating afterwards. And then you're lucky if you come back with $100 from the night, and that's that's not passive income. That's active income, and it's not a lot. So, and that's doing what you love. That's called having a good time. So, yeah, one of the passive problems with passive income is that we're too passive with it. And tomorrow I want to give you a tool in the webinar. The whole point of the webinar is to introduce for good and for always the finished and final version, or at least the first final version of the stock market course. And to get you using this course, you've got to use it. You can't just get it and think, oh, now that I have this, then I should start making music income. No, you're going to have to do the things that it says to do, and then you can make music income. So that is that rant. The problem with passive income is that we are too passive about it. So let me see if there are any comments, any more comments about this. Yes, Shane, it's a early adopter of the course and don't regret the purchase. Shane, thank you so much. You're such a great supporter. And I have a great video coming up with Shane. Should I ever get to the point where I can edit it, we have a way of making money that you've never heard of. Almost, I've never seen a video on this channel, or not this channel, any channel, about what Shane and I talk about in our videos. So that's what I'm going to be working on really after tomorrow, after I introduce the stock music course and do the webinar. It's kind of like the end of the era, a little bit of it's kind of the culmination of stock music on this channel. Now, it's like I said, not like I'll never talk about it again, because it's part of my income streams, and weird, wild stuff happens with it all the time. But for the most part, this course is what I'm after. But also some of the videos coming up, like the one with Shane, we're going to really do talk about some things that an income stream that is super unrepresented, and so we're going to be talking about it on this channel. Could come out in December, but more likely January, when things are a little bit more quiet. So, all right, let's move on, because I have so many videos, folks. I have so many things that I've got to show you. I've got interviews. I've got a sync agent interview that's going to blow your mind. I've got I've got other videos. I've just been real life people who are making music income and how they're making it, and just really cool stuff coming up. And all right, so I have another rant here, and which one have I not done yet? Yeah, let's do this one. So another problem with passive income, and I'm just going to use this same one. Well, I'm just going to rewrite the title here, because everybody, I think I said this a minute ago. Everybody wants passive income. Everybody. Who wouldn't want passive income? But here's the problem. Everybody wants passive income, but nobody wants it enough. The problem isn't that people don't want passive income from their music. Who wouldn't? It's ridiculous. The problem isn't that they don't want a music career. Of course, everybody wants a music career. I have students that come into my class, and the first thing they tell me, this is how I know I'm in trouble. They tell me, so here's my life's goal. I want to rap to take my rap music around the world. I want to rap on stages all around the world. And I'm like, how much rapping have you done a live? What kind of live gig have you done? Never. How many songs have you written? One. But I'm writing another one right now. Everybody wants passive income or music income. Everybody wants a music career. The problem is not that people are not talented. That's a hard question that didn't come out right. The problem is that people aren't talented. They are talented. There is talent out there. And everybody wants passive income, but nobody wants it enough, even if they're talented. The problem is not that they can't find the gear that they need at a good price. If y'all can't find gear right now, this is Black Friday at the time I'm talking about this, and it's going to go for a week. So if you're watching this video, you're going to be inundated with Black Friday deals, and I am watching them like anybody else because I have things I want to buy, and I'm waiting for a keyboard to come to me. And so I know, I get it. I am a gear person. I love gear, and I love new sounds, and I love my DAWs, and I love updates and all that kind of stuff. That's not the problem. That's not why you're not going to make music income. The problem is not that you don't have time. You should have time. If you don't have time, you're not handling your time well. You need to get up an hour earlier and work on your music. You need to stay up an hour later and work on your music. You need to quit watching so much TV. You need to quit playing so much PS5 that you don't work on your music. Let me tell you, I have given up a lot of gaming time to over the past 3 to 5 years to really work hard on my music output so that I'll have more income coming in. And it wasn't so that I could talk about it on this channel. This channel is just a natural extension of what I've been doing for 25 years. When people see me and they go, "Hey, Eric, what are you doing these days?" And they knew me from high school, I'm like, music. Duh. If I ever went to a reunion, which I haven't gone to, if I went to a reunion, and they'd be saying, "Hey, Eric, what do you do? What are you doing these days? Insurance? I'm like, I do music. That's what I do. That's what I've been doing since you've known me. And so they're all like, "Oh yeah, of course. Of course you do." Or I get this, people email me and they go, "Hey, Eric, I don't know if you remember me, but you produced an album for me 10 years ago and just wanted to ask if you're still doing music." I'm like, well, you could have just Googled. You would have seen about 100 sites and videos about 1,000 of me, way more of me than you want to see. Yes, I still do music. And so one of the things I've had to do lately is really be careful with my time. I've had to, Shane says, raising my hand for passive income. Yes. I have had to really work carefully on making time for my music. And this is something that I can't stress enough and I can't rant enough about. If you want passive income, if you want any income from music, you better be putting in the time. You better be finding time for your music. And so when we do the seminar tomorrow, and by the way, if you haven't heard, we are doing a seminar, a webinar, a seminar and a webinar. It's a semi-webinar. Everyone is wrong about stock music income. I'm going to talk to you about why everyone is. I'm going to talk about the people who say that it's not a great income source. I'm going to talk about the people who say that it is a good income source. Camera 2 is online, by the way, just in case you want to know. But I just feel like we need to talk about this, and it's going to lead up to some prizes. There's going to be prizes. If you are here today, be here tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern time on this channel. This afternoon, you will see a thing come up about the webinar on YouTube. It's going to be straight up on YouTube. You don't have to go anywhere special. However, this webinar is only going to be live, and then it's going to go away. So make sure you catch it live if you want free stuff, if you want to get a free course, if you want this course that Eric keeps talking about over and over. But to drive home my last rant, my last rant I was on, everybody wants passive income, but nobody wants it enough. Nobody wants it enough to give up their time to do it. They don't think they complain they don't have the gear to do it. Y'all, I could make I could make money off Pawn 5 with an iPad. If I have an iPad and GarageBand, which, by the way, if you have an iPad, GarageBand comes free with it. If I had an old PC, I'm not bragging. I'm just saying that I could make money with anything. I know. I waited way too long for the camera 2 shot. This could be a really dramatic shot if I would use it more, but it's not that great of a camera. So we go back to this camera. But I could make music on anything I have to. One of my students said, I don't have the money for a PC right now, but Logic is on the iPad, so I'm thinking about getting that. I said, great. If I would imagine, I haven't used Logic on the iPad yet because I don't have an iPad that will do it. This iPad here, can you see it? This iPad right here, it is too old. I have to sell it and get a new iPad. But this iPad right here will not do the new Logic that is on iPad. But if I had an iPad, I could probably make the beats that I need to make to put them on these channels. And yes, I just used the word beats. Look at me. I'm dope. All right, so everybody wants music income, passive music income, but nobody wants it enough. Nobody wants music income enough. And that's one of the things we're going to talk about tomorrow on the seminar. Okay, so let me see if I have any other rants, because a lot of these rants I came up with a few days ago. And here's another rant I'm just going to talk about, and I'm just going to say it. I'm not scared to say it. I'm going to say it. And by the way, make sure you join us tomorrow for the seminar. It's only going to be up for a little while. If you love making music so much, here's a little rant for you. This one gets on my nerves. People tell me that they love making music so much. I love making beats, man. I love making beats. Well, then quit complaining that you have to do work. This is the rant probably that it kills me the most. I heard one guy say recently, he's also a teacher, he said when he used to teach, the students would say, what is my homework? And he got tired of saying, here's your homework, and then never doing it, or here's what you should be doing right now, and them never doing it. He just began saying, if you wanted to be successful in music, you would complete this exercise and do this. If you wanted to know more about music, you would do this exercise or this assignment. I think that's pretty funny because most people say they love making music. Oh, music is my life, man. I want to make music. That's all I want to do. And yet they complain, though, it's going to take work. Can I do it tomorrow? I mean, making this beat is just, I got a headache, and it's so hard to make this beat. Do you think Stevie B or me or whoever it is, Shane, when we are asked to do a music piece and it's for a school or church, a client, whatever it's asked for, do you think we go, I don't want to make it because it's too much work. I can't imagine I have to do all this work. Guess what? If that's your problem, then maybe making music isn't one. Anything that is so much drudgery for you that you have to whine and complain and you have to put it off and you have to just keep putting it on a to-do list, but you're never going to do, then maybe music is not for you. And yes, one of these things is selling music on royalty-free, non-exclusive sites, so-called stock music sites. If that's something that seems too little for you, it's not going to be what you want, then guess what? Don't do it. Don't do it. Tomorrow, when we have our stock music site, and by the way, I just saw somebody in the comments say something. Andre said, missed you in the mastermind. We haven't missed me in the mastermind. We don't start till 12. So we have 10 minutes. We'll see you in the mastermind, my friend. Don't worry. Andreas, where is Shane? Here is Shane. If you're looking for him, he's right here. Don't be worried. Bradford Knight says, there is a big difference between I wish and I will. Love it. Love it, especially for this. if you wish you could make music, if you wish you had time to do music, you're just choosing not to do music. It's not that you can't do music. You have to say, I will. I literally every day and someday I'll probably do a video about this, how I get so much stuff done. Steve did this recently on his channel, how he gets stuff, he didn't say stuff, done. And I applaud that video, and I applaud that. You really have to do, oh, I don't know. I meant Shane. There's Shane. You really have to you have to say, I will, and you have to put it on a to-do list, and you have to do it. This is how I get stuff done. If you're wondering how I'm able to do all these things. Sometimes I will jump on. I knew I was going to do some kind of video today. I just didn't know what kind. And then I realized I had written down all these rants, and I decided, why not rant a bit today? That always gets people watching. They want to see me go off about things. And one of these things is, if you love making music so much, then why aren't you making it? Why aren't you taking the time to do it? Why aren't you putting time towards that every day? Why aren't you writing down tomorrow? I have notes for Tuesday. What has to happen today? And one of them, by the way, is my mastermind, our holiday mastermind. If you want to be part of this, make sure you email me at makemusicincome@gmail.com. Even if you just want to try it out today, if you're new to the channel or you're not new to the channel, Shane, if you got Christmas music, you might join us today. We're going to do a holiday mastermind. We started last week, and we're going to be sharing Christmas songs, including some of my new songs. I'm releasing a song on Thanksgiving, by the way, because I worked on it this weekend, and I made sure it got to it got on to DistroKid, so it would get out to all the different places. So anyway, well, folks, it is 11:52, and Bradford Knight says it's time to go make music income. And you know what, Bradford? I think you're right. I think it is time to go make some music income, and I have to go do that as well. I hope you've enjoyed these rants. I will timestamp this in a little while today so that you can go back and see all the rants if you missed any. It's been very ranty. Eric's very ranty right now. But tomorrow, remember, tomorrow is the day for the webinar. We're going to go live Wednesday, that's tomorrow, 11/22, still tomorrow, at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, U.S. So wherever you are in the world, extrapolate what 1 p.m. will be for you, and make sure you join us. I'm going to put a banner up today on YouTube. I'm going to send an email out today about tomorrow's webinar. I'm going to post it on Discord. I'm going to post it on our new streams. If you haven't been on streams, make sure you come and join streams, because streams is cool, and you can learn to make music income streams. And that, by the way, is how you can get involved in our current holiday mastermind for just $50, for just $75 a month. It's very economical, and you can just be part of it for 2 months while we do this. We're going to keep the mastermind going all the time, but right now it's focused on holiday music only. Nick B Design says, thanks for the reminder. Keep that fire burning for music. Hey, Nick, thank you for being here since the beginning. I appreciate you being here today. Everybody who's been in the house, yes, time to make music income. Bradford Knight's good to see you. Andreas, we'll see you in the mastermind. Shane, thanks for your for your involvement here. Daydream Studio. Daydreams, he can't imagine that I game or I do any kind of thing besides, I have played PC games before. Mostly my gaming happens on the PS4, Matthias. So that's how I do that. Arco says, decided to do live 10 minutes ago and you're live. Well, not 10 minutes ago, but 10 minutes before I went live. I just said, I'm going live. And guess what? I did. You know why? Because I just did it. Ragdoll Reacts, thank you for being here again today. Good to see you. Glad to have you part of the channel. Wild Horse Music, glad to have you part of things today. Make sure you sub and join us all the time. I go online and do weird stuff like this all the time. There is no telling what's going to happen on this channel. But I tell you what will happen. Last word, I will be going live tomorrow. And I will be ranting about why everyone is wrong about stock music. The haters, the lovers, the people involved in it, the whiners, the people who talk about how great it is, all of those people I will be debunking tomorrow. So if you liked this, if you like if you like ranting, there'll be more ranting tomorrow. But tomorrow's ranting will include prizes. Tomorrow's ranting will include stats on stock music, not just my stock music income, but what people are saying. I've done a very intense poll on what people are making out there in stock music. So we're going to talk about that. But now I have to go and talk and not rant as much with my friends in our mastermind. If you want to join our music holiday music mastermind, it starts in 4 minutes on Zoom. And if you want to see what it's all about, you want to join it free, and you got a Christmas song to show us, feel free to email me at makemusicincome@gmail.com. Otherwise, I've got to go. Make sure you come to the seminar, the web seminar tomorrow on Wednesday, 11/22. Both of those are tomorrow. And you will see at 1 p.m. me talk about why everyone is wrong about stock music. Thanks so much for being here today, everybody. We'll talk to you soon. Feel free to email me about any question you have. Put stuff in the comments below about it. And for all that is holy, for all that is just, come tomorrow to the seminar, the webinar. It's a webinar, it's a seminar, it's a Hemi-Demi-Semi-Webinar. Some of you will get what that means. We'll see you tomorrow, everybody. Thanks so much for joining me and for letting me rant for all of this time. And make sure you come to the Hemi-Demi-Semi-Webinar tomorrow. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.